we are working vigilantly on it at the same time, working on securing funding, finalizing the script for it, also on top of that a documentary. So that should be coming out first and be able to do the big push. So,
well, yeah, if you're not familiar with Gray State, it's basically a film about a future collapse of society under martial law, the loss of liberty and violation of the Constitution. So it's right there hand in glove with what's going on right now, real world, with the legislation being passed and not being passed. We had a recent victory, which is encouraging, but it's always an ongoing fight, and that's why we're teaming up with Stuart Rhodes. And there's too much compelling stuff right now to not make a documentary about it. So we're trying to use the current hype, and not just make a narrative feature film that's just, it's playtime, it's fake. It's a film is a lie that tells the truth, basically. So we're making a feature film that's not true. I mean, it's not based on current events, but you find its roots in current events. So we're trying to make it into sort of an engine of prosperity that will generate revenue with some documentaries. It'll consistently produce documentaries. There will be a web series, an entertainment-based web series, and then multiple feature films. So getting all this stuff off the ground is what is taking us so long to do it. But we're working very hard every day to do it. I mean, it's our full-time jobs, and we're not slacking here. But we got to do things the right way. I mean, we can't just poop out a script in a weekend. It's taken me 2 years so far to write this thing. Well, over a year of writing, of solid writing, just to get the script perfect. If it's not perfect, an investor will be like, I like your style, but the script is going to fall flat. So we have to avoid those pitfalls by making sure all the gates are met along the way. So that's
also, most importantly, we want to keep it independent. So we have control over the creative integrity of it, and not some Hollywood production company that tells us what they do.
Red Dawn. We can't piss off the Chinese anymore, so they got to make them North Korean. And then everyone's just rolling their eyes, but they'll still go see the movie. Hopefully we will surpass those kind of limitations and be as true to form as possible while remaining entertaining.
So tell us, may go each one by one, is what really got you involved in starting the film? How'd you guys get started? What was your turning point for making this, or start making this film to spread the message of to everybody out there?
Oh man, that's a long story.
How did you wake up?
Yeah. I mean, pretty much. It's been a long time for me. I've been researching information, just dealing from a lot of conspiracy, what they call conspiracies. I call them not theories, facts. Personally, probably almost about 10 years now. I met with David probably about 4 years.
2010.
Yeah, 2010. So about 3 years ago. We were very much on the similar page, coming from different backgrounds. Him being military, me just being book nerd on it. Similar ideas, morals, ethics towards it. Presented some information on it. Told him not to believe me, research it himself. He came back, not just coming back with incredible ideas for this idea that kind of merged into Gray State, how it is now. So
it's been a perpetual waking up. I mean, everyone's got that moment where they get dizzy and it's like, oh shit, my world's coming to an end tomorrow. But then you overcome that, and everyone has to act within their own capacity to kind of spread the message, to be the Sermon on the Mount or whatever, be a disciple for what you now know, because you're now in a sea of zombies. You start to see it, and we're filmmakers, so we're gonna make a film about it. We're gonna tell a story, because that's where my brain goes. I see this stuff going down. I'm like, this place will become a third world country, a battleground, and I want to do what I can to avoid that. So maybe I can show what that might look like through a film to kind of wake people up, like, this is something worth protecting.
So also at the same time, and we were just in Boston just for a day, and just seeing how that was going down within literally a military state, which is very inspiring because of what we do and inside our head. Actually seeing progress in real life, not only is it scary, but also at the same time, also in a weird, morbid way, inspirational for us, because we know what we're doing is going to be shaking, but also entertaining to the fact that we can also reach millions of people, not just a limited amount of people at the same time.
If we play our cards just right, it'll pass as science fiction just enough. I mean, you see like Mad Max, okay, or something like that. That's off in the future. That's some desert, weird, strange world that I can disassociate from my current reality enough to be comfortable with the film. Hopefully it'll be just enough over that border so people can comfortably watch it and absorb its message without being turned off by it trying to tout itself as truth. So we're going to play it a little bit safe, but although the film is fake, nothing in it is fake. Nothing in it is not real. So I mean, that's where it's pretty unique as a film.
So going to different events and talking to people about it, what's the response been so far from many people you've talked to, different locations? Anything stand out to you guys?
It's striation.
I mean, it totally is.
It's the vibe that we expected. It's, either they love it or they hate it. But it's about a 90-10 split where people are like, you're onto something there.
Yeah.
And that's pretty important. And then other people are just violently opposed.
And just from an entertainment standpoint, people are on that page. We're like, yeah, we could see it from what you guys are trying to do. For the time when we actually shot the trailer, our tools were limited to what we're able to actually envision it. But other people are just completely disgusted and call us just basically psychos about it. Like, we're crazy. But they cannot deny the fact that there is beginning a movement behind the gray state, because this is what people want to see on the same time. And they can't deny that because of the truth.
So most importantly, to wrap it up here quick, tell us, anybody, viewers out there, where they could find the work, to keep updated on it, what's going on now, any updates where people could find that, to donate, anything else like that.
You can find us on YouTube at the Gray State channel, graystatemovie.com. You can find us on Facebook, which is Facebook.
Google Gray State Movie, you're going to get 60 pages of hits. It's awesome, like seeing how many people find the trailer and push it. So Google it, you'll find it. But something that we just started is the documentary we're calling Gray State: The Rise. So if you're interested in finding out like real world updates, sharing news, the current stuff that the film can't touch, but is still real world, that's where the documentary is going to come through and actually post current events. So Gray State: The Rise will be our documentary, but Gray State Movie will cover everything else.
I've just been interested in liberty and economics for a long time, and and basically when the 2008 crash happened, we said, let's make this into a real interesting story, and turn this into something that nobody's ever seen before. And very quickly, the roots of all this goes down to the Federal Reserve, goes down to the nature of money itself.
Yeah, I just came out to support the movie. I really appreciate what the producers are trying to do, the message that they're sending. They're trying to entertain as well as educate. And so I think it's an important film in that respect. I wish we'd get more films like this, maybe even some major Hollywood studios doing some bigger films